Hello, welcome to Scrap Time. My name's Christine, and in this video I'm going to be showing you the latest kit from Tonic Studios. And this time I thought I would open it with you because it's always so much fun opening these kits because you get a bit of everything that Tonic makes. Now you'll see right off that they've done a bit of rebranding, so it's a little bit different looking and logo and that from if you've gotten their previous kits. So let's open it up and see what we get this time. So again, you can tell, here's the rebranding. It's a new bag. And so this bag holds all the little embellishments. So it's like when you have a stocking when you're a child and you just dump out all your little presents and see what is in the bag today. So here are some of those little glitter droplets, teardrops. These are pretty. There is glitter accents in sort of that white finish. We have 3 markers. You have Skylight Blue, Forget-Me-Not Blue, and Baritone Blue. So with the glitter and that, you get 2 random pots. So I got Aqua Aurora, little sequins, and Sapphire Blue glitter. Look how blue and glittery. Can you see how glittery that is? That's so pretty. Then we have some twine. Some glacier paste. So I like when you get the kits, you get these small pots of paste and embellishments just instead of the really large ones because it gives you a chance to test them out and test the color and see if you like it before getting the larger pot. And finally we have vintage drops in, let's see what color, chalk stick it's called. So a nice little white vintage drop. So this is the new packaging for your dies and that. So it's an Advent star die. So it's gonna make like a box. You can see it there. You get some stamps to go with it. The Winter Advent Star Box, a little sticker. Oh, and then this is great. You get some numbers for if you're going to make Advent stuff, and this is like an ornament and that. So some fun things to work with there for the dies. And up here we had some different snowflakes. That's always fun as well. And then now with the paper, it comes in this nice little folder. So we will pull it out. So this is that pearlescent blue. I always love using these papers because they're nice. They have a nice weight to them, but the finish just makes it look that much nicer than just a flat cardstock. So I love the pearlescent papers. This is a smooth white cardstock. Then we get into some of the holograms. Here's one of the glitter papers, and I love their glitter paper as well because it dies cut through it really well, but it's still thick enough that even when I cut the fine die, like I used it over here previously on the box, I didn't feel like I was going to rip the paper. So it works really well with die cutting. We have here a white sort of canvas finished paper, cardstock, a blue one, this is I think another just smooth cardstock, a blue one, a different blue. So you can see we really went with the white and blue theme here. I love these handmade papers too. They're always great for adding texture to your projects. And then another holograph paper. So those are all the products you get in the kit. And now I'm going to make a bunch of stuff, and keep watching and you'll see what I made. So now I've had a chance to play with everything in the kit, and I'm going to show you what I made. And so the main die is this 5-star box. Now the box has a little bit of a learning curve. I'll show you the first one I made. So when I put it together, you can see my corners. I didn't attach them, not realizing that's an important part. And so when you're making the box, you cut out 2 pieces. One, you fold in everything, and then the second piece, you cut off the little fold over parts. So I'll quickly cut them to show you. You also will cut off the little tabs. There's score lines here, so I'm just following all the score lines. I'm not guessing where to cut. It's very easy to see the lines. So once you cut that off, you can score on these. I'll just do one. You just sort of follow it along and you'll get your score mark. But when it comes time to put it together, what we're doing is there's the little, see these little bits? We're matching that up with that side, and you're basically going to apply glue here. So what I've learned is you have to get right into the corner, the edge and the corner. When I did my first one, I just used some tape, and I didn't get into the corners. So that's why you can see here I have these holes. So when you adhere it, you want to put it along the edge and get right into the corner, and then all you do is place it on top, match it up, and then let it adhere, dry. I would maybe use a wet glue so you can get right into some of those corners, versus my tape runners. I wasn't able to get to those right in there. And then once it dries, you just pop it out into the star box. And then in this one you can see there's the little triangles and embellishments in that you can use to make it look all pretty and fancy. But if you're not into making boxes, there's loads of other stuff you can do with this kit. So first off, I quickly made some little ornament tags. This is a die. There's the 3 layering, and then there's these 3 different snowflakes. And so I just chose different papers. I always like that pearlescent paper as the base, just because it gives some sparkle, and it has a nice firmness to it, like it's thick. And then I just mixed and matched some of the other papers to make little ornaments, and I used the twine. And so these are tags you can add to your gifts. They're really cute and eye-catching. So next I got into a little bit more of the products. So I used the triangle dies that was from the star box to make little Christmas trees by layering the glitter and then holographic papers underneath. I used the stamp set, but then for the backdrop, there's 3 different things. So this first one here was the glacier paste. And so I just put that through a stencil to make the little dots. But then this one here, I took the, I had taken the Nuvo drops and mixed it with glitter, and I'm going to show you how I did that. And then I put it through the stencil. So that's how I got the little blue. And then here I took the glitter accents drops, and then once it was wet, I just put glitter all over them. And so those are 3 different sort of techniques to make a similar backdrop. Of course, the drops will be a lot thicker versus these are quite thin to the paper. I'm going to show you one more thing before I show you all the little technique demos. And here's some little advent tags I made using the numbers that came with it. Now I do something similar with paint, and with paint I had such thin layers that I can just do one layer after another. But here, because everything was so thick, I really had to give it drying time between each of the layers. So the first layer is the glitter mixed in with the vintage drops, which I said I will show you how I did that. Once that dried, I then took, actually I think I mixed glitter with the glitter. Did I mix glitter? No. I mixed it, no, I did mix it with the new vintage drops, sorry. Then I took just the vintage drops, and that's the white. You can see behind the three, there's like more solid white. That is the vintage drops without any glitter. And then what I did is I used the glitter accents, but then I took a bit of the blue glitter and just sprinkled it over top. So here you can see this blue glitter here, that's sprinkled on top instead of here where I mixed it right in. Now the other thing on these tags is this, the numbers. You may or may not see, here is the silver, and you can see it sort of has a blue tinge. And I did that with the markers, which I will also show you the quick little tip. So I changed the silver glitter into blue glitter. So I'm going to show you a few of those techniques now. So first I'll just show you how to change your glitter papers. So having a silver or white even is really easy to change. So these are alcohol based markers, and I just took, I did it after I cut it. Oh, there we go. But I'll show you here. You can use these to just color right on. Can you see the difference there? Now some of them are darker, so they're going to show up a lot more than other ones. I'm going to leave a space so there'll be some gray between. And so if you have any alcohol markers, you can change the color of these glitter papers. This one is really light, so you probably won't see it as much as the other two were the darker ones. It's it makes a difference, but it may not show up on camera. It's very light, but you can really see it in these two colors. So obviously the darker your marker, the more intense the color will be. So that's tip number one. So now I will show you how I made my glitter paste. So I took the vintage drops, but you could take any, I could use the glitter one as well. And I just put some out. Then I took my glitter, and the thing with glitter is you get so much glitter that, you know, don't be afraid to use it, because even though I've done that, you can still see I still have basically the full bottle of glitter. There's so much in there. And I've got my palette knife, and I'm just going to put all that glitter into the paste. Now, because there's the white base here, it's going to be a little lighter than the intense glitter. So you can do that, and then if you want more, you just can put a little bit more in. And you can mix and match, like put pink glitter into like an orange base, all different things. Like if you have different things at home to change up your glitter. I'll just use the back of this tag. And then I just applied it on. So I'm just going to wipe this off my palette knife. I don't want to keep it on. There. So that's how I did, like, this background here was with that paste through a stencil, and then all the blue on these tags is done the same way. And then, as I said, I just sprinkled some random blue on top later. So that gives you a few techniques and tricks and ideas. So as I said, even if you're not into the box, the numbers are great. You know, you can make trees, you can make ornaments. There's a lot you can do with the set. And then of course you always have like all the great products that you can use all year long, like all the Nouveau products. especially in these white and blues, they can be used for so many different projects. It doesn't have to be holidays at all. So hopefully that gives you some ideas on using the latest kit from Tonic Studios. Thanks for watching. Be sure to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe to Scrap Time videos on YouTube. In the meantime, here are a couple of the videos you might be interested in watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.